As much as Gen Zers love their phones, turns out many of them have a big problem actually answering phone calls.
And that is why one woman dubbing herself the phone lady is offering to help young workers overcome their fear of talking on the phone.
Okay, and she's coached 15,000 people since starting her company in 2006, so she is the real deal. And we have Mary Jane Copps joining us with a look at what phone phobia really is and how you can fix it. Also, we want to know why it affects Gen Zers so much.
Well, good morning. One of the reasons it impacts younger generations is that, you know, the BlackBerry came into our lives in the 1990s, and we started talking with our thumbs. And sometime around maybe 10 or 12 years ago, we started removing our house phones. So young people haven't really been exposed to the skills involved in talking on the phone. And when we speak, whether it's public speaking or doing what we are doing here this morning, there are skills involved. So when you don't have them, you're definitely intimidated if you land in a job that involves answering or making phone calls.
So I'm a geriatric millennial, is what they call us. I have phone phobia too. Just walk me through, how does this process work? What does it take to overcome this fear?
Well, phone phobia itself, even when I started the company 17 years ago, it was a recognized phobia, much like claustrophobia or any of the phobias. Primarily what I'm working with is phone anxiety. So individuals that are frightened when they have to pick up the phone. And one of the first things that I suggest is that they start calling friends and family. Maybe they will book the time for the call so that the other person knows they're calling and why they're calling. But if you call your grandparents or your sister long distance or any friends long distance, that at least gets you used to using the phone as a way to have a conversation.
That's so interesting. Okay, so one of the things we discussed is that there are a lot of people apparently who need your help, and they're paying you a lot of money to get that help. For the people who are at home sitting and watching and get your tips for free, where do you begin? What do you want them to know to make it easier, besides just starting with the family? Because you say they also maybe say some of the wrong things on the phone.
Yeah, and I think we all say the wrong things on the phone. When someone approaches me to do coaching, and the majority of my work is a CEO or a manager calling me to work with a team member. So the first thing that I do is talk to them about what is making you afraid. The most common reason I receive is, what if the other person asks me something I can't answer? Now, the skill for that is simply to say, wow, what a great question. I don't know the answer, but I'll find out and I'll get back to you. Many people don't know that you can say that on the phone, and once they find out, that starts to eliminate some of their anxiety.
Yeah. Mary Jane, very simple things that can sometimes feel overwhelming for a lot of people. We appreciate our master class today. Thank you so much for being here with us. You take care.
Thank you.
That's a good answer in life, too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is?
I call my mom before I have to call a cable company or power company. I say, hey, Ma, what do I say to these people? And then I write down a little script and I go word for word. It works every time. Thanks, Geraldine. I love
like
you.
A charm.
It's 8:42.